Hi guys, John here again. Right, now I'm going to do a video in response to Andy's vinyl den. Congratulations Andy on getting 500 subs. I know you're at 522 at the moment, but that's awesome. Hopefully I can catch up with you at some point. I'm getting quite close to 400, so fingers crossed. Right, this is a really cool contest. What I'd like to say first is I think that you should I think a name for the comic book characters should involve Metal Mickey, because he's the CD collector, against, and I thought maybe Vinylizer, my channel name was a good comic hero, superhero Vinylizer, against that CD Metal Mickey having a fight. I don't know, that's Vinylizer being, hopefully the winner will kick his ass. No, and then we could have, surely it could be another superhero, maybe someone like Dan Powers. That's a cool superhero name as well, Dan Powers, and he could be the cassette and CD man, and Vinylizer could, we need somebody else on my team, on Vinylizer's side, so sure there might be someone out there. And we could actually come from, instead of Metropolis, right, we could come from Vinyl City, and that's George's channel, if no one knows who that is. Yeah, so, and Andy's Vinyl Den could be our base, lair type, like the Batcave. I don't know, that's just my idea. So yes, if you use that, I want copyright. Publishing, no, I'm joking. Right, your contest, which is see you in the funny papers, and you want a story, musical story, or something to do with an experience. I can't really give you any concert stories or anything like that, because I had a, most of the guys out there know that I have autism. There's lots of social problems with having autism that limit what I do socially. I've never been to a rock concert or any big concert, because I would need someone to go with, and nobody I have ever hung around with have really been into the music that much to want to go to a concert, and they've always been, boring buggers, and I don't fancy going on my own just because of the crowds, so I would really struggle with that. But fortunately I've met, an amazing girlfriend who hopefully at the end of this video and later on I'm still with. She's it's taken 41 years to meet my new girlfriend. I met her 4 months ago, and we were sitting in the pub one day, like on the third or fourth date, and I'm a bit merry, she's a bit merry, and all of a sudden we were talking about music and what to put on it's one of these modern jukebox type things on the wall where you can find any artist. And all of a sudden she just comes out with, she said, I used to love, no, she says, one of my favourite songs is Rock and Roll Children by Dio. And I was like, nearly fell off my seat with my pint. And I was like, you what? She was probably thinking I was going to laugh at her. And I was like, hell no. I said, pinch me please, this is a dream. I was so shocked. And then another time I had an Iron Maiden song come on my stereo at home, and she's sitting at the sofa, and I'm like, oh, hang on a minute, I'll just press fast forward, skip the track. And she said to me, no, don't do that. And I was like, what? And she went, I love Iron Maiden, please leave that on. I was like, hell yeah, can this get any better? Okay, she won't go down the Megadeth route, but she I just, 41 years I've had to wait for a person that was into what I'm into and sort of just click. And my life has gone from being rock bottom with major depression last year to slowly climbing up. And I can quite honestly say last year I probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for sharing my records, sharing my music, listening to all my music over and again. It's got me through so many difficult times throughout my life due to my autism, which I only found out I had when I was 36. And when I found out when I was 36, my wife left me a week later because she couldn't handle the fact of being with somebody who had autism. And my son has autism, and her words were, I can't handle having two autistic people in the house. I was like, well, I've been with you 11 years, so what changes? So yeah, music is a thing. It's a therapy for this inside here. I don't have any of these. I really wish I could go to a rock concert, and hopefully next year my girlfriend's going to go with me, and we're going to watch either Def Leppard, Whitesnake, or something like that, whatever comes up. And it will be in the UK, so yeah, hopefully. I might have to get a bit tank top to go, and there's big crowds, because at the moment when I go to see tribute bands in Guernsey, I went and watched a one on Sunday, which was a David Bowie tribute band called Aladdin Sane, and yeah, I had to tank myself up just slightly to get by the crowds of people, but that's just me overcoming my problems, and music helps me through my life. People out there go, oh yeah, music is like is their get away from life type thing, but it really is. That is really what keeps me going, and also shuts out the world around me when I've got my earphones on and I'm walking down a road, sunglasses on, earphones in, loud tunes. But also another thing that's been beneficial is starting to do YouTube and showing my collections, because I've never heard anybody that's gone, oh yeah, can I have a look all the way through your collection, except from people on YouTube, the vinyl community, and a couple of guys that I've recently met have paid such a interest in what I keep in my collection. So yeah, unfortunately, Andy, I haven't got any other real sort of exciting stories about music, but I'm just, you know, over the moon with meeting my girlfriend and having the same interests. That's just like a dream come true. I suppose there is one other really quick story where, because I live in Guernsey and Channel Islands, we never had a HMV shop. We just had a shop called Number 19 that used to stock. It was a small shop, but it had it was chocker with CDs and stuff and records. It was the go-to shop when I was growing up, and in my teens and 20s, and then it shut down probably, I suppose, I don't know, 9 years ago, something like that. And then we had a HMV come over, and then our Woolworths shut down, so we only ended up with HMV. You go in there, and I've seen HMVs elsewhere, and like there's, you know, you go in and there's like a rock and metal collection or section, well, metal section, and it's probably about 2 of them big metal racks wide that you get in HMV, and that's it. And so before we had HMV, I went to Southampton in 2003, and I went in their HMV for the first time. To say I nearly fell down, I don't know if that's possible with excitement, but I was like, it was more like I was going to fall down before my tongue hit the floor. I was like, whoa, my God, look at the stuff in here. I spent 3 hours in that shop. They probably thought I was going to shoplift, but I didn't, because I don't do that. But I did go in, and I grabbed a basket. I should have grabbed a trolley, really. Grabbed a basket, but they didn't have any trolleys, so I grabbed a basket. Oh, my chest is killing me. So I grabbed a basket, and I filled the basket up within, like, I don't know, half an hour. Just going through stuff, taking stuff that I knew that I really wanted. And I was like, my God, I don't find any of this where I come from. So I was pulling out all these CDs, and so I filled up the basket, and then I thought, oh, I've got to go back and get another basket. So I'm walking towards the door with the basket in my hand, and at HMV then, they had a doorman, or security guy, and all of a sudden he's seen me coming towards the door, and he stands in massive big guy, like all blown up, like ready to explode, and I'm walking to the door, and he stands in front of me, and I looked at him and I said, what do you think, I'm going to nick this? I said, and before he could say anything, I said, I've only come to get another basket by the door. What a stupid place to put baskets, right by the door. So he looked quite puzzled, and then I found out why. Because when I went to the till after I'd filled up these baskets and spent shed loads of money, the guy at the counter said to me, I plunked all these baskets onto the counter, and he goes to me, he looked at me and he went, we don't get many like you in here. And I was like, really? And that was just, I was just creased up. And yeah, obviously they don't get many like me in there. But that's what I was like. Let me loose in a record shop and I just spend hours and hours and spend too much money. So yeah, music is my life. That's it. Oh, 15 minutes. See you later.